Morning wellness two peeps. Hopefully you had a good day today and got out and enjoyed the awesome weather again. Sounds like we're on the downhill slide temperature coming up here, but yeah, hope life is treating you well. I miss seeing you guys. I'm super curious today about the governor's update to our stay-at-home um, order that we're living in right now. So hopefully you'll have a chance, or we'll all have a chance to check in on that. I'm sure it will be interesting to hear what he has to say for that as far as what's okay and what's not. It sounds like there's going to be some adjustments, and I think there's some people speculating that there's going to be a little bit less restriction than there is now, but it'll be interesting to hear. So, just a quick video this morning. Today, you are going to start something. You'll have a 2-day folder here that'll have a couple of things in it. The first slideshow is about consent. And in the consent video and the consent slideshow, you're just looking through, and this is focused on sexual health, and we're going to talk about sexual violence as it relates to consent, what's okay and what's not, and what happens, what is it called when people start crossing those lines. Um, Look out for the acronym, the 5-letter acronym that talks about what is required to have a valid consent when it comes to that. And then second item is looking at your second part of that slideshow is looking at the idea what kind of trouble are we setting ourselves up for if we get involved in sexting, where we're sending images, especially over text, that we lose control over when they go out. And what does that look like if we're sending them, if we're getting them, if we get one and we keep it on our phone? Those are all things to know. Then the second slideshow has to do with the bystander effect. And we've learned in the past about bullying and the fact that bystanders have a really strong impact on unwanted behavior happening. And we talked about it probably in your younger years and in Wellness One about being something that has to do with stopping bullying. And when we looked at mental health the first half of the quarter, the bystander effect is the strongest impact on bullying or sexual violence stopping. And so today, the second part is learning about the bystander effect, and what do we mean by that, and how can you have an impact, and when do you qualify as a bystander. And there's a lot of little videos in that one. The worksheet that goes with that one is paired up with a couple of different videos as we go. So when you go through that, um, there's a lot of different stages, but there's some really cool info in that. I wish we were going through that lesson together. But then the worksheet follow up for that is just the bystander one. There's not a worksheet on the consent one. But earlier this week, Tuesday, on the one pager for Tuesday at the bottom, I put a link to a rough study guide for the sexual health test part 2 that's coming up at the end of the week. So looking at that for things that relate to consent and relate to bystanders and the other stuff that we've covered this week will be worth it as you prep for that final test, which I will probably publish tomorrow night. Will be due by Friday. So hope things are going well for you, and you're keeping up with your work, and you're figuring out how to groove this at-home student thing. Don't hesitate to email me at my district email, or if you need to, go through the Schoology Messenger. But reach out if you need anything. Otherwise, keep cranking out that work. Don't hesitate to get some of your late stuff done if you're concerned about your grade. And I will hopefully talk to you soon. Take care and have a great day.